Last night I changed my talk. Before I was talking about something, now I'm talking for something. And I realized that I have a big wish. I wish that my talk will win the TED prize. It's a €1 million or $1 million prize. I don't want the money. They can keep the money. I want that it wins the TED prize so that people watch my talk. Because I think I have an important wish. This is the world as you know it, or might not know it, I don't know. As you, I was born naked on this planet, just like you. I was born naked on this planet, and I should be able to know how to survive on this planet by the age of reaching sexual maturity. By then I should have all those skills I need. I was born on a planet where originally there were no borders, where there was no money, and we had all the time in the world. Just like you, I wish to live and survive in a perfect world. A world without borders, a world where we don't need money, where we have all the time in the world, where we don't need to worry about anything, where we can be whoever we are, wherever we want to be. Imagine a ship. We are all on it. Each of you. We are on this ship. It's a steamship. You know, steam engine. And we are running with our ship on a sunny day with a light breeze on the ocean. And we are running in ever faster circles. And our steamship is built of wood. And we feed our steam engine with the wood that we rip out of the hull of our ship. Our ship is sinking. I've been ringing this bell for almost 20 years. I've been ignored, I've been ridiculed, I've been fought for ringing that bell. What can I do? I'm just like you, but I'm also one of the people who look up those messengers who ring the bell. I'm a human person. We are all part of the same community, and we lock up these messengers who actually deserve immunity. This is my son. He's going to school this year. And as a father and as a wilderness guide, I teach people survival. It's my role as a father to teach my offspring how to survive on this planet. Sending him to school will teach him how to survive in a system that itself does not survive. We do not survive right now. And we, that is not only us humans, this is the global community of life. When I realized this, that I don't have a good choice what to do with my son, I panicked. I got depressed. I felt I'm at a dead end. And this is where I think we are. We have all the evidence that is proving this. We can't continue like this. And who knows about this already? So, then something happened that I remembered. I remembered something that I teach to my students in survival courses. The STOP abbreviation. This is what you do when you find yourself in a survival situation. We right now are in the second kind of survival situation, the one that slowly develops, slowly creeps upon you, the one that is more lethal, more dangerous, since we take countermeasures just too late. So we are in the second kind of survival situation, and I think it's very appropriate to make use of this present that I took from the forest. I'll return, I promise. So the STOP acronym. STOP stands for sit down. Stop what you're doing. I would also recommend to go on a solo, a vision quest. Take a time out in the woods, just you alone, nothing else. And then think. Create an environment where you can think. Make a cup of tea. And think. Think about your priorities. Your priorities, as any other living being, is food, shelter, water, warmth, and I believe also community, and well-being, or being good. This is what we need to survive. And then think about your situation. And look at the biggest picture. Not only your own life. You're part of one organism, Earth. Everything is interacting on Earth. If you go to the woods and observe, you will see that everything is interacting. And we are just playing a small, sometimes far too big part in it. The next step in the STOP acronym is the O. It means orientate, observe. Get all the intel. And what I did, I made my stop and my think. I made this going to the forest for 4 days, no food, no sleep, no water, hardly any clothes, and I got to think a lot. And I orientated and observed that we have all the tools we need, we have all the knowledge we need. I looked what kind of situation we have, and I found out we have a lot more positive things to talk about than negative things. And one of the big things that happened is I saw how everything in nature is working. And everything that successfully survives in nature follows 3 rules. We can only take, or I can only take as much as I need to survive, not more. Born naked, that means we are allowed, so to speak, to keep our naked body alive. So think about energy input output, one of the big questions in a survival scenario. If you follow a rabbit the whole day, run after it, it will not give you the energy back that you invested to get it. And now think of all the food that you find in the supermarket. Does it give you the energy back that we invested to get it there? It's a horrible picture, but right now we do not follow this rule. The second rule is we must give back as much as we took. That basically means nothing that doesn't compost. And looking at the kind of rubbish and waste we create, some of it dangerous for hundreds of thousands of years, also shows we do not follow this rule. And the third rule is the most important one in my opinion. I must have the common good of the global community of life as my highest priority at all times. Because we are just only members of it. While I was observing, I found an anthill. And I saw that from this anthill, there were like a couple of trails leaving. Ant trails are wonderful to follow. Just go down and do an expert tracker after a couple of days. And one of the trails wasn't used anymore. I was wondering, why don't they use this trail anymore? And I followed it, and after only 8 meters, I came to a place where there used to be an anthill. What has happened? The ants have moved. They just, took the whole pile and moved 8 meters. And why? Not just for fun. It was a matter of survival for the whole pile. It's a huge effort. Think of the coordination behind all this. And then I watched a bit TED Talks, and I realized or learned that the queen doesn't decide anything. The queen decides maybe how many eggs she lays per day, but it's each individual ant that is deciding what is happening with the community. So I went back to the stop. I observed also a lot of other things. We know how to reduce, reuse, recycle. We know how to rethink, and I think we also know how to reinvent ourselves. And another big thing that gave me hope, not only the ant pile, but also that we have the unique opportunity to communicate globally. Everyone on this planet knows somebody who has access to the internet. Everybody knows somebody who knows another language. It's a unique opportunity. We can communicate. And after this, I started to make a plan. And this plan, it's a big one. So after the stop comes the go. The go stands for be good, be one. My plan involved changing my whole life, getting my ecological footprint down to sustainable levels, which means reducing everything to bicycle speed, bicycle distances. Don't buy new things anymore. There are so many things that each of us can do that are very, very easy to do. And we have no choice but do them. And it is my wish that the most crucial lesson in survival, that I can put this onto you. And the most crucial lesson is you can only survive if you wish to do so. And the wish to survive in a perfect world is the one that will bring us there. And I would like to set something into motion with this talk, and it's called U-turn time. That's my idea. It's time for us to make a U-turn and do everything that is in our power. It's in our responsibility of each of us, each of you. Do everything in your power to live in a perfect world. And if we do everything all right, we can do it as good as the ants do in a perfect democracy or perfect anarchy where we have no leaders. Because everybody knows what we need to do, and that is being good and being one. The symbol up there, you might know it. It's a planet Earth, and it's you standing on it. So, when you see the sign, remember that. When you see the sign, remember to stop and remember to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Huck, for